What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. This is the Let's Play world, and today we actually have a couple of things we want to get done. So first things first, we are going to be actually converting our experience farm to a Trident Killer. Quite a few people have actually recommended that I do this, and I figured might as well get it done now. I wasn't entirely sure how to make one, but I watched a couple tutorials. They seem pretty simple, so let's go ahead and let's quickly try to make one. Alright, so we're actually back at our experience farm, so first things first, let's go ahead and shut off the device by turning on the lights. Let's go ahead and actually clear out these last remaining zombies right here. And I know that a lot of people actually wanted me to eventually convert these to drowned, and I probably will, but I'll do that at a later time. I'm just going to install the Trident Killer to begin with. Alright, so the device is actually shut off. I'm just going to real quickly mess up the water stream a little bit. I'm thinking that if we actually go and we use a Trident Killer, we really don't need to drop them down so high, so I can pretty much get rid of this entire chute. And we will actually want them still landing right here on this block, I think. And I'm actually realizing now that the Trident Killer has a 2x2 footprint, so this is going to be a little uneven. I got to figure out which side I want to extend. Alright, I'm going to place my chest down there. I'm actually going to break these blocks right over here, but I need to make a quick pickaxe. I'm realizing I don't have a crafting table over this way, but I do have one hidden in here. Alright, I'm going to quickly knock these out. And I'm going to be placing all the hoppers running directly into the chest itself, so they should all feed through. And the zombie, which will eventually be drowned later when I do eventually convert it to a drowned converter, will land on these hoppers. They'll get killed by the Trident Killer here, and then they'll feed their drops into the chest. Alright, so the pistons got to go down first. I want to say I need to do something like this. I may have messed up a little bit. I broke a lever to go and actually turn the lights on, and now I have a bunch of zombies. Alright, I went ahead and actually cleared up the mess, and we actually went ahead and made this little spot here a little bit wider, just because it's being a little bit difficult to try to maneuver all the pistons and the wiring with such a small space. Alright, actually after quite a little bit of me tearing everything down, trying again, I finally have the start to our Trident Killer, so here's going to be the switch. I'm figuring this is going to be the ground floor, and then eventually we're going to replace a glass little wall around this area, but this is the start. Alright, so we have a little bit of a chamber here, and actually if we come over this way, I want to show you guys I'm actually modifying the interior collection system of our mobs. So I'm actually raised the floor here because I'm actually getting rid of the bubble stream. It's still there, I haven't actually officially gotten rid of it. But I think I'm just going to pretend it doesn't exist and leave it there. So we're going to have a stream pushing them this way, but that means that we actually need to raise this whole thing up one block, and it'll go ahead and it'll actually affect our spawning a little bit, but not enough that I actually care. So I'm going to raise this one block, and I'll have that lowered one, so that way they can actually all collect here to the center. So let me go ahead and let me quickly get that done, and I'll show you guys what I mean. Alright, so I have this now. All I need to do is actually extend this water stream out this way over to the edge, and we are golden. So to do something like that, I'm just going to place a sign there, put another water stream there. And now, if I actually go ahead and rest myself over there, we should see that I automatically do get collected into the killing chamber. Should just keep pushing me. And it is perfect. I'm going to quickly close that up, as we should not need to go back in there ever again. Fingers crossed. Alright, now actually if I understand this properly, all I need to do is throw a bunch of tridents down here in the center. I believe they won't despawn. I imagine they wouldn't, because if they did, then this farm doesn't make any sense. And a lot of people do make this farm, so I'm going to go and I'm going to guess they don't despawn. And if I go ahead and actually turn this on, I should see them getting into the center, which they are. And this is quite noisy, so actually I will go ahead and lower my sound settings just a little bit, because, oh boy, is that a little loud. Alright, and then we can go and turn on the spawning. And if all goes well, we should start seeing some zombies actually going ahead and falling down here and being automatically killed. And I believe this actually will go ahead and get us experience passively. And of course the drops will go ahead and actually go straight down to the chest. Alright, we are getting experience. Awesome. Now, I am worried about light pollution going into there, so I may need to do something about that. Oh, and also it is important to note that looting 3, if you're holding the sword in your hand as they are going and being killed, will go and affect the drops. I don't have a looting 3 sword yet, but eventually we will actually be able to go and use that. And just make sure that the collection system is working. Yep, we do have quite a few things in here. Well, mostly just rotten flesh, but that's okay. Alright, so that was my goal for this little contraption. I'm going to pretty this up off camera, and in the next video you guys are going to see this looking a lot better. Because we actually have a couple of other projects I want to quickly work on. But before we switch to the next project, I actually need to update you guys on a couple of things I built in the world off camera that I forgot to show you guys earlier. So first things first, I actually put the portal back up. I don't know if I showed this to you guys yet, but I put a bunch of lanterns up. Someone was complaining about my my torch spam. So I started lighting up with lanterns. As you can see, there's a torch there, but that's because this is a new construction. Still working on things. Come down here, a little hallway. I figured we'd have more rooms off this way, but I've built one room already. And as you can see, it's actually just a little bit of an entranceway into the bottom of the sea. And I figured we can go and, you know, have an easy way to swim around. We can go ahead and we can dive down, go right into the base. I don't really know why I built it, but I thought it was cool, so we're going to keep it, and eventually I will do more with it. Oh, and as you can see right here on the map, you might be able to see the new change. I made a couple of little crop farms. Oh, and I also tore down that tree. I got to work on the tree farm at some point. But I have wheat. There's potatoes on this side. I actually ran out of dirt. I have all carrots right here, and this is where the potatoes will be eventually. And I'm going to be farming a couple other things too, but for right now, that's the ones I wanted to do. I got to harvest that at some point, but yes, we will have manual farms over here. I also went ahead and started terraforming a little bit more here for the pier. So now the pier is kind of suspended on the cliff. I'm going to eventually make the cliff look better, but now it's at least in shallow water all the way around. As you can tell when I go down, it looks very silly, but we will work on that. But the next project I actually want to work on has to do with this ladder. So we have quite a few ingredients here, and I don't know if you guys can tell what we're going to be doing, but we actually will need a little bit of water. And I'm actually curious if I can go ahead and just freely collect water from here. Can I? Yeah, I guess I can. Okay. Wouldn't let me do it there, but oh well. The drowned do get a little bit annoying here and there. They'll actually walk into the base. So I actually got to figure out a little way to keep them out because they are a little bit of a nuisance. Alright, but essentially what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making a bubble stream ladder. Or elevator, I guess. That will bring us to the top and to the bottom, and it'll actually switch based on a button press. So I will go ahead and actually center this here. Oh yeah, if you guys didn't know, I used half slabs. Little secret for you guys. Alright, so I'm going to place a piece of soul sand here, a magma block here. That is action center. This is going to be an empty block. I'm going to go and place a regular piston there and a regular piston there. And I will actually go ahead and cover this up so it doesn't look so bad. Because essentially we're going to be walking into this little area right here and then being pulled up. I'm realizing now I actually might need to move the bed a little bit because this is going to get a little bit crowded over here. I'm going to throw the bed down here, I guess. Alright, so I'm going to place some signs down on this side. I'm going to place some water down there. And I'm actually going to be using my little escape route because it's actually coming in handy for once. I'm going to break the rest of the ladders. And I will actually be placing a bucket of water right there. Alright, so the ladder's actually broken. So there's actually only 2 water sources. This bottom one and the top one. The rest is going to be running water. But I did that because I wanted to show you guys something really quick. Let me go ahead and actually swap this out for dirt if I can find some dirt. I don't need the dirt for the build at all. This is just to show you guys something I thought was pretty cool. So if you go ahead and if you actually place a piece of kelp down here, and you keep growing the kelp, you'll actually convert any running water into source blocks. So you just do that. And suddenly these are all source blocks, and they are no longer running water. So that was it. That was the entire little thing I found out. That was kind of cool. Alright, I'm going to place the magma block back down. There is an empty block underneath that one again. And now these should all be source blocks, which is good. So currently this is actually going to be pulling us down, but let's say we're down here at the bottom and we want to actually go up. we need to swap out the block for the soul sand to push us upwards. So all we need to do is just press the button, and boom, it'll go ahead and push the soul sand out, and suddenly it'll bring us to the top, which is good and all. But what happens when we actually want to go down? Well, we're going to actually have to get another button and actually route it to the other piston and push the magma block back in place, which we can do pretty easily. So let's say we'll go ahead and we'll put a button down here, and I'll just have to actually run this line down to the other piston, which is easy enough. Alright, so I actually ran the wire down here to the other piston. Now, I'm going to eventually go ahead and actually hide this. This looks a little bit silly, but just to prove that it does work, go ahead and press the button. This will bring us up. Go and get shot out. It actually might be in my best interest to get rid of that trapdoor eventually. Press that button. It'll go and automatically pull us down, which it does. Awesome. I'm going to try to get better at going up without hitting the trapdoor. Nope. Okay, just got to hold the left side. That's not bad at all. Alright guys, so I went ahead and actually hid the redstone behind this. The piston itself is still exposed. Going to have to eventually do something to make this look better, but it's okay for now. It functions, and as long as it functions, I'm happy. And actually, as an excuse to go and plug my own public Discord, the reason I actually made this was because, whoops, probably press the button first. The only reason I actually made this is because a member of our public Discord, Jotaro, actually was asking me about water elevators. And he was making a design similar to this, and I went ahead and just tweaked it a little bit. So if you guys are actually interested in going ahead and checking out my Discord, the link is always in my About page, as well as the description of all my videos. The server is growing every day, and there's actually quite a few people who are constantly posting, you know, different little ideas they have, whether it be decorative or technical. It's pretty cool. Alright, so actually for the last project, I just want to go ahead and make a simple little animal farm here. So I just built a couple little pens. They're just 3x3 in the interior, except for this one because I can't count. So we're going to make this one for the chickens. So that's perfect. Alright, so the sheep actually is wandering in there on his own. I went ahead and actually got myself a lead, so maybe I'll go ahead and I'll use the lead to get this sheep in. See if I can entice them a little bit. Looks like I can. Alright, now they're stuck in there. Awesome. Let's go ahead and breed them up. See if I can get this guy interested. Alright, that's awesome. Let's see if we can get this cow back in here. Here, you can actually go in the first spot, I guess. Alright, that is awesome. Let's go ahead and get the pig I just saw. Where did I see the pig? There he is. So it looks like we just need 2 chickens, another pig, and another cow, which we can do fairly easily. Let me collect some seeds over here, just so I can quickly get the chickens. You know, it's times like this that makes me realize... Oh, there it is, actually. I was going to say, I used to see chickens all over the place, and now that I want one, it's next to impossible to find. But we do have one. Good deal. Actually, with the chicken, it's easy. We can actually just get one as long as we go and get some eggs produced by it. We can actually naturally produce another chicken. Now, that may be incestual, but we're not going to question it. We're just going to be happy we can eventually get 2 chickens, which will eventually lead to more. Which might be a good idea to use a lead, now that I think about it. Ooh, come on. Here we go, Mr. Chicken. We're going this way. Hey, get back here. Chicken? Come on, chicken. Now you are being very difficult. I made a lovely cage for you. Why don't you like it? Alright, so we're actually going to have to eventually try to get more. With some eggs. So we need another cow and another pig. Let's hop on that now, I guess. You guys aren't pigs or cows. Oh, actually, see some illagers over there. I do not want to get involved with that. Oh, good, we found another pig. Nice. Come here, pig. You're coming with me. But first, please tell me where all the cows are. I would very much like to have another cow. Alright, pig number 2. Come meet pig number 1, please. Please join the party. I have carrots. Cow, I am sorry that you're alone. We're going to change this. Please look me in the eye. I'm realizing now that actually at some point in the future I need to do some exploration because I really want to go ahead and actually find some beehives. So I want to have some honey blocks to play around with in this world. So, oh, there's a cow actually. But yeah, in one of the next episodes, I want to go and actually do a maybe full day of like a big map exploration. Or maybe I fell on a pretty decent sized map, maybe like a level 2 or something, or a level 3. I don't think I want to do a level 4, but something to go ahead and actually, you know, get quite a bit of my world discovered. Alright, are we close to my base? I actually don't know. I think I'm over that way. Alright, so now we finally have a friend for our cow. And now they're going to go ahead, now they're going to make a baby, which is good. Alright, so now we leave them alone. So now we have three pigs, 3 cows, 3 sheep, and still 1 chicken. But remember, the chicken can self-procreate, which is interesting and questionable, but we're gonna accept that. So I think that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please observe that you cannot see my eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and do that right there to go and fix that. But I will see you guys next time. Look forward to the next episode coming out probably next Monday. I need you guys to be leaving some comments of the day, though, in the comments of this video, so that I will have a comment to go ahead and answer in the next video. So please do that. Either, you know, tag it with comment of the day or something like that. Consider following me on social media. Drop a like if you guys like this. Consider subscribing if you guys want to see more things like this. But until next time, take care and bye-bye.